Have them coming like fiends. You know my number one thing. Let's go concession stand. Oh, you can check out my nacho. Taco. Hitting them hard like nacho. Breaking them down like macho. Oh, I drop deep fried Oreo. Oh, you know, I'm gonna wear the Dusko. Got the bomb burgers rolling. Young stand up and patrolling. You know how we rollin'. Pop put the sauce on the wings. Drip on the wings. Put the drip on the wings. Yeah. You know my number one thing. Let's go.
Right now it's the time to get you a Philly steak, a taco salad, a deep fried Oreo. We got them. They are hot and smoking. Right here, Stan's. I'm talking about Stan's Concession. Located in Memphis, Tennessee. We'll come to you. We'll bring the whole thing to your family event. For your food, anything you need on your job or at a family reunion, weddings, wherever you need us, we'll come and bring it to you hot and smoking. It's Stan's Concession Stand. Listen, call us today at 901-801-4905. We got somebody waiting by the phone right now. Philly steaks. Oh, yes, they are smoking and dripping with cheese, chili cheese, everything you want on them. Yes, we got taco salads. All you Mexican lovers want to eat, shop for the border, we got it for you right now, Memphis, Tennessee. We're coming to you. You might hear us on radio station DIA. You might hear us on 1340 WOK. You might hear us on KKK 97. But listen, you need to call us right now. Somebody's by the phone waiting on your call at 901-801-4905. That number again, 901-801-4905. That's Stan's. Call and ask for Stan, because right now the concession stand is ready to roll. It is rolling. You're going to keep this train rolling, because a little weight don't bother us. It don't bother us. Come today.
Early, get my
What's up?
Concession stand rolling, gotta hustle up. Early.
What's up, everyone? We back with another one. I go by Young Stan, better known as Consistent Stan. We back with another one with the Young Thug trial. Yes, sir. We back with another one. Yeah. It's been some good updates in the trial so far. Brian Steele wrote another motion that we so far haven't heard, but they back into the courts or whatever. They did sign a third judge to the case. And I did share a video the other day on it, let y'all know, basically what was going on. They did assign a third judge to the case, and she seemed kind of cool, kind of a little rough around her, a little joker here or there, but like I said, she set down some standards though in her court. I believe what she's gonna try to do is she's gonna try to gain access back to her court before to get the court into order, like. Because everything been all over the place. I mean, she done said it like she don't want earphones playing in the back, because the defendant used to be in the back on the earphones, listen to music and stuff like that. She don't want no earphones. She asked the defendants read, why. There's some things in the video that I'm about to share with you all, that'll take the case. But it's like we finna start it all the way back over again, because this judge don't know nothing about the case. This judge has to relearn everything about this case. And even people that's one lady that's in there, I think she finna retire. So she gonna have to have somebody else that's gonna have to come in that's gonna be a reporter or whatever. This meeting here gonna be basically with all the what I was telling y'all about, with all the defense attorney and the DA and different people like they're gonna be present. Ain't gonna be no none of the clients and nothing like they're gonna be there. Young Thug, nowhere, his co-defendants, none of them gonna be there. And excuse me, they're gonna discuss some things. And in this video, it's gonna show everything. Shout out to Law and Crime for the video. They be right on the edge with everything. Law and Crime, man. Y'all go subscribe to them. Also subscribe to the channel down here. Don't just look at the video, like on the video, share the video to help your boy to try to grow the channel so we can build a channel for positive things. you know, because my only thing is to try to make the channel positive, not negative, you know, but positive. I want to share some things that's going on around my city, and not just my city, and other cities, you know, that I feel like, you know, should be spoken about, you know, not just the Young Thug trial, but right now I want to be on the Young Thug trial because I seen a little corruption where it feel like it was a little corruption somewhere down the line. I've been telling people this for years. You know, some of these DA officers and stuff like that, they be a little corrupt. You know, it's when they try to go to court to battle you, to take you down, they try to take you down, lyrically take you down. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing them all. I'm gonna go ahead and get on into this video.
The state's table right
We're gonna get on to the video. This is video. Shout out to Law and Crime for the video. We're gonna get into it, y'all.
now. And some of the defense attorneys, if y'all would not mind introducing yourselves and tell me who you are representing. And at least for the first part of all of this, I'm going to ask that y'all use your name tags to help me. I think y'all had at one point like placards that you could sit in front of you. We'll find them if they're, I mean, it's fine for now, but
They got placards.
and I know you, Mr. Short, but
She said she don't know none of the
good
names.
morning.
We want them to reintroduce themselves all the way back over. We basically start all the way back over when we try. With the same trial, they probably gonna pick up from where they left off at. It's gonna be kind of damn through it and get a little bit to do it.
Miss Mahfoods, has she entered an appearance? Okay, all right, well, we can update that. Okay, thank you. Hey, Mr. Butts.
Good morning, Your Honor. Doug Weinstein. I represent Mr. Diamante Kendrick,
Okay,
along with my co-counsel Jay Apt, who's
Make
ill
sure y'all
today,
like, share, and
and Katie
subscribe.
Hegerty, who's on leave.
okay. All right, hopefully Mr. Apt will be feeling better
Thank you.
soon. You can pass that along to him.
I'll do that.
All right,
Good morning, Your Honor.
morning.
I am Brian Steele, and
Brian
I have the
Steele,
honor of
the OG.
representing Jeffrey Williams, along with the Honorable Keith Adams. Sitting next to Mr. Adams is a law student. He's a rising second year, John Marshall Law School. His name is Griffin Lail, Griffin Lail. If it's okay for him to sit with us, it would be appreciated. If not, he will obviously.
Is he sworn in under like the Third Year Practice Act or?
No.
All right, so I guess he can just act as a paralegal for now. Okay, good to have you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Leah Alosky here for Mr. Rebellis Ryan. I am the second chair to Ms. Angela D. Williams, who is ill today. I think she's expecting a Zoom link.
She should be on Zoom, and I guess I should get on the Zoom as well. Give me a second to do that. Okay.
Basically, all the lawyers, I'm just trying to basically let y'all get it. I want y'all to get
All
it,
right.
you know.
Miss Rosser or Miss Persfield?
They basically speaking about all the lawyers. I basically want to let y'all get on with who the lawyers, which y'all probably already know who are the lawyers for who. So I basically wanted to share that part of it. I'm gonna scam on through this video and get to some of it. Let's see. Well, they get to raising the motion. Well, I don't think they'll raise too many motions, but if she gonna say she don't want to get into too much today.
what our schedule is going to be like moving forward. I know there are already a couple of weeks that the jury has been sort of told you'll be excused for this week, so I will honor that. But I need for us to try to be efficient with the jury's time. So whatever we all need to get sorted out in the interim before we bring them back, as much as we can do, I'd like to do that so that we can minimize the times when they're here, but we have to send them to the jury room to figure out things that we could have figured out before. And I know sometimes that is going to be unavoidable, but to the extent we can avoid it, I'd like for us to talk to each other beforehand, give each other a heads up about what is going to be coming in or what we think might be an issue, and deal with it without wasting the jury's time, basically. So Mr. Steele, on behalf of Mr. Williams, sent me yesterday a list of what he believes to be pending motions that still need a ruling. And I think I have one that I know of from Mr. Huey, and I'm just going to kind of hear from each party as to what, as the state as well, as to what y'all believe is pending that we need to get heard. And since I've already got Mr. Williams' motions written down, I'm just going to make sure, Mr. Steele, that I've got all of the ones that you believe to be pending. So I saw in your email a July 8th and a July 9th motion to recuse both Judge Glanville and Judge Krause, which I'm obviously, we're not going to do anything substantive here today. I'm just going to make sure I know what y'all believe to be pending. A July 10th motion entitled for a fair trial that is essentially to find out about whether there have been any other ex partes. A July 1st motion that's kind of a proffer about something that happened with a jail call, evidence that's already been taken care of. And I mean, I'll look back into that. But a July 18th motion to disqualify 2 of the prosecutors. A July 10th motion asking, I guess, prospectively for a fresh look maybe at 24-8-801.
Okay.
And then you had also provided an amended witness list and a notice of filing. Are there any other?
So she did say that there's a motion to accuse, prosecute DA Love and get the other girl, and I apologize, but I know DA Love and Miss Hilton. So it is a motion in for that.
Other pending motions for Mr. Williams that I didn't include?
It's not a motion that filed. May I address that just for your edification?
Sure.
Okay.
And are you going to file it? You're just giving me a preview, or?
I could file it.
Okay.
I'll do whatever this honorable court desires. So I just want to bring to the court's attention to be, fair to the court. May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. And it may be easiest to just hand it to Ms. Pursfield. And y'all, it's on my mind right now. Before we all leave here today, I want to make sure that my staff has cell numbers for everybody. Okay. All right.
So I've handed this honorable court's co-worker and the state 2 cases, PROPST versus Morgan, MORGAN,
and it's 288 Georgia, 862, 708 Southeast 2D, 211. And if you look at page 2 of the copy of the case that I've handed to this honorable court, and the state, on the left-hand side, on the bottom last paragraph, our highest court explained that another line of appellate decisions holds that if a party files a motion to recuse a trial judge and the motion is denied, but it is later determined that the judge should have been disqualified to act in the case, all proceedings after the filing of the motion to recuse are invalid and have no effect. And the reason I raise that is, Your Honor may be aware but may not be, the Honorable Douglas Weinstein filed an initial motion to recuse Judge Glanville. He did that on June 12th of
Still a bad mind.
2024 in the afternoon hours.
Brian Steele, that's a bad mind. He experienced it.
Judge Glanville initially
lawyer.
denied, he stopped proceedings and he denied that motion without referring it to another judge, and he made some findings of why he's denying it. On behalf of Mr. Williams, the Honorable, yes,
Was there a written order?
he did file a written order
June the 14th.
Okay,
2 days later,
all right,
and that was the Honorable Douglas Weinstein.
okay.
The Honorable Keith Adams and I, on behalf of Mr. Williams, then filed a motion to recuse, but we didn't file ours until June 17th. It's Monday, June 17th.
Okay.
But the way I understand the case law is that once Attorney Weinstein filed that motion, which the Honorable Judge Krause eventually granted. Judge Krause, in a written order dated, I'm going to tell you, July 15, 2024, granted Mr. Williams as well as Mr. Kendrick. Mr. Weinstein represents Mr. Kendrick, both of the motions. So the way I understand the case law is everything that happened after the filing by Mr. Weinstein on June 12, 2024 is invalid.
Okay. So if you would do me a favor and
What he trying to say basically is everything basically what Brian Steele, he's smart, he a smart attorney. And he getting at it because he just filed so many motions and he cites about them. He know all motions that he filed. What he basically saying is everything from when Thug testified, I mean not Thug testified, because Thug didn't testify. Take that back, my fault, Thug. But since Woody testified, when Woody testified, all the way up until then, they have to be erased. Like that's key. That's key because, like I said again in last video, how could you have 12 jurors over there to re-erase what they already seen? It's like if you've seen the murder, how you gonna make them re-erase from seeing the murder? If you got a person saying, hey, I did, how you gonna rehab them to say they didn't do it when that's what they seen? And that's why Brian Steele came with the emotions. That's what he's trying to get at the judge. Let's get back into it.
put that in writing and file it as a motion, and then I will add that to our pending list.
Yes.
And I don't want to, I appreciate you letting me know. I don't want to get into substantive argument about anything today because we don't have the parties themselves here. This is basically just to sort of status. So if you will file something to that effect, then I'll have that added to the list, but I appreciate that.
I'll file it today. Can I add one other thing just for your knowledge? But
sure.
If it's something that's more than a status, then I will withdraw it.
Yeah, and I mean, you can tell me, but I'm, not going to consider it. We're not going to argue it. But yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
Understood. I just want you to know that there was a witness testifying. That's why I thought it's important, which will potentially, if you determine it, require the jury to have their notes, if you require it taken away, and then wiping out what they heard. I just want you to be aware of that.
He said he want her to be aware of it. It's a witness testifying. I just said this. It's a witness testifying. He want her to be aware of this because it's a jury that seen this person testify. It's a jury that seen this person testify.
Okay, I'm not sure if I follow what you're saying now.
So there was a witness testifying. His name is Mr. Copeland.
Yeah.
After Judge Glanville denied that motion, the
Okay.
jury heard from a witness on the afternoon of of June 12th, June 13th, June 14th, and then June 17th. So I just want you to be aware.
All right, I understand what you're saying now. All right, thank you.
Other than that, those are the
All right.
motions.
Great. Okay. For Mr. Huey, I have got a renewed motion for bond. Is there anything else for, I don't even know which party I'm looking at yet, but.
Again, Your Honor,
Okay.
here for Ms. Huey, that is the only motion.
Brian Steele basically let her know right away he gonna file some more motion. Get ready, gonna be some more motion filed. You know, because we ain't aiming to go finish no trial. We aiming as a mistrial. You know, we remember, we understand Judge stepped down, but we do remember that he did have secret ex parte meetings. And, you know, and that's enough with him speaking to the district attorneys without his lawyer being present. And then at the same time, these two, the two district attorneys, they had already made themselves witness because they had took place into the ex parte meeting. That's why they made the judge step down, the chief, honorable chief judge step down because the ex parte meeting. So if everybody that was in the ex parte meeting, they opened it up for Brian Steele and all the other defense attorneys to be able to question the DEA, everybody that was involved that was in the ex parte meeting. So it's going to be more motion filed. Like I said, it's going to be a longer trial. It's like we revamping.
Okay. All right. Yes, thank you. Okay, so for Mr. Stillwell.
So, Your Honor, the way that we had been operating under this case, under the Honorable Judge Glanville was. Yes, sir. Your Honor, the way that we had been operating under Judge Glanville was there was a thing we named the Harvey Rule, which assumed that all were in agreement and opting into a motion unless we specifically opted out of the motion. So
Everybody's joined on everything.
Steele has filed a number of motions that we opt into.
Okay.
And Your Honor, I'll also just point out, there's also the gentleman who's on the stand right now. I think that we need to have a hearing regarding the admissibility of his testimony. I too, I'm not looking at Mr. Steele's motion, but I too believe that we need to look at the co-conspirator exception to the hearsay rule and determine if that applies to the gentleman who is currently on the stand and what he said.
Okay.
And additionally, after Mr. Weinstein's recusal motion, we spent a significant amount of time going back and forth about prior statements and redacting prior statements. And I believe that
prior statements of Mr. Copeland. Okay.
We would have to go through that process again because that was done after the Mr. Weinstein's recusal motion. So we probably need to relitigate that as well. Of course, if it doesn't fall under a hearsay.
So what he's saying is basically, he want, like all this stuff that we went through when they was redacting all the transcripts and all that, he want to redo it. He want this judge to rehear it because he felt that some of the stuff, the key point is that Brian Sharp, because remember when they were doing, you got to look at this. Brian Steele been doing most of all the five as far as with the motion and all that different things like that. Sharp Attorney Sharp, he had been doing most of the fighting when it comes to the redacted. You know, we just seen that with the redacted. I can pull some of those videos up, doing them in some shorts and stuff like this, so y'all can be able to catch them too, to bring y'all up on date for some of y'all that ain't up on it. But he was doing more of the fight as far as that part with the redacted when they was fight back and forth to see what statements were going to be able to stick into the what Wood have said in his certain testimony in his statement that was going to be able to be said in front of the jury. So we're gonna get back into it a little bit more. See what the judge say about it.
Exception, and we wouldn't have to do that, but
Okay.
Feel free to comment. Y'all feel free to comment. They come up on the screen.
And with regard to the question of the admissibility of Copeland's statements under the co-conspirator rule, is there a pending motion or was there an oral motion? Has there been a ruling?
there was a ruling.
Okay.
I don't recall if it's been reduced to writing. I'm going to assume it was. But you know, we've litigated a recusal motion. We've talked about the appearance of impropriety at this point, and from our stance, we need to relitigate the substance, but just to educate.
But is that what you're saying should be reconsidered? Okay. All right. All right. I am not going to go back. I mean, this case has been going on for how long? 6 months?
You don't really want to hear
it. And obviously, I'm parachuting in, and I'm just going to have to pick up from here and move forward. I cannot go back and reconsider every evidentiary ruling that's already.
The defense, like, we ready to give you some stuff right now. We ready to give you some case law right now. We don't want to wait. We thought we was back at the court now. We thought you had already caught up on all this. The defense attorney said, we ready to roll. You know I'm ready to roll. This what the prosecutors over there look like they not ready. They was ready when Judge Glenfield was judged. They was ready. Remember? They not ready. As we get into this video, you're gonna see that they are not ready. Because they knew that everything that they had been playing and building up all of a sudden wasn't right. They knew that they had some loopholes in their case, like I said. But they had a judge that was biased. The judge was biased. You can see without, if coming back through the whole trial, you can see that the judge was biased. You can see that. It's clear. So we hoping that she do better, you know. But you can see right now that she fired back. She don't want to hear it.
Been made, and I don't think that's what you're asking. I think you're saying because this witness is still on the stand. But I don't know, Mr. Botts, if you were about to say, let's reconsider everything, but we're not going to be able to do that.
Just all the rulings on
Mr. Copeland. Okay. All right. All right. And let's see, for Mr. Ryan, and I understand everybody's basically joining in on everything we've already talked about. Is there anything that's individual or in particular to your client that I need to think about?
Yes, Your Honor. And hopefully the state will correct me if I have it correctly. But some of what specific evidence the state plans on using this witness has been specified somewhat on a rolling basis.
Okay.
I'm going to give an example. In Mr. Ryan's case, there are 15 recorded interviews.
Mm-hmm.
The state is not necessarily going to offer all 15. Within the ones they might want to offer, there are parts which are inadmissible. Everyone would agree they're inadmissible, but the state has not had a chance to sit down and specifically say, we want these statements, and here's, what needs to be redacted, and go back and forth on that. So we don't cross that bridge yet, Mr. Ryan. When we do, you'll have motions of that nature.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and we can maybe get to that.
What she's saying is, it's something that the state wanted to use against her client, which was some conversation calls or something like this, like over 15, 20 calls or something like that. And that she wanted to get it redacted, I guess go through it or whatever.
A minute, but I would rather everything that should have been a motion in limine get sorted out. I don't care if we're 2 months from that testimony. But
That's absolutely fine, Judge.
yeah.
Describe it on a rolling basis.
Yeah, well, to the extent we can stop that, we're gonna try to get everything done beforehand, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, thank you. And then who else have I still not heard from? Mr. I will, y'all, in a couple of weeks, I'll know all this, but I just honestly have not been following this case up until now. So, Mr. Harvey, for Mr. Nichols. And I may need
It's
you
an
to
older
yell.
judge. I mean, an older lawyer here. He's very, very experienced.
I'm sorry. Better?
Yes.
Very.
Per the rule we've been operating under, we're all in on everyone else's motions, barring a on the record opt out.
Okay.
So we're in on everything because we have not opted out as of this point on any of those motions.
Okay.
There may be, I to be honest with the court, I wanted to see where we were today, what our plan was. There may be some additional motions that would be filed on behalf of Mr. Nichols. And perhaps other
he's gonna file
defendants.
motions too. There's gonna be some motions.
If we're gonna view
It's gonna be more motions filed. So with more motions, that means more time stop. Who gonna be hearing these motions? Is it gonna be the judge that's got the case now, or is it gonna be judges outside the case that gonna hear these motions? It's gonna be a whole lot of motion because the defense putting up, they is not going for the continuance of this trial. They going for a mistrial. Straight up. It's straight up. We basically gonna let you know right now, Judge, what we going for. The district attorney, they just quiet.
this as sort of a logistical status conference. Based upon prior proceedings, we've mentioned certain things. We've mentioned certain cases about what may or may not be valid or evidence post motion to recuse. There may be some additional motions that need to be filed. So I would ask that on behalf of Mr. Nichols, that not only we're opting in, and we need to now think about whether or not there's going to be any specific opt-out, but to give us some time frame to file any additional motions based upon the unusual proceedings and circumstances in this case moving forward.
All right, so I'm not going to be able to give you a blanket, hey, you get X amount of days to file whatever you want here, because I don't know what it is that you might be contemplating. And frankly, there have been, at least a week and a half that's gone by since whatever the ex parte was that caused all of this. It may be that it's appropriate for another motion to be filed and be considered. It may not be. I'll kind of have to wait and see sort of what it is and why it is only now that it is going to be filed. So I just can't give you an answer on that before I know what it is. But I mean, I'm certainly not precluding anybody from filing. I just don't know if it's something that could have been filed 10 months ago, then I probably don't want to hear it now.
No, I think these circumstances are unique, clearly. So it presents unique.
Get on into it a little bit more, because
that we will have
let's go to what I'm gonna get this.
So with that,
Y'all are all
DEA.
protected from being expected to be in trial anywhere else until the
Oh,
end
yeah, and on that
completion,
part,
however it completes. Of
because I did scam it fast on through, but throughout this part, what we getting at, that same judge, the older guy I'm just speaking about, that got more experience than that represent Mr. Nichols, he was trying to clarify with with him having other trial cases available, would he still have to exit them cases, or would he have to just worry about being on this trial? She was clarifying that he will not have to go to other trials. He will only have to be on this one unless they are off days or something like that.
this trial.
thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
All right.
Now
John
she gonna get to
Weinstein
the
for Mr. Kendrick.
Let me go.
We have no pending motions other than what has already been stated by our
Okay.
defendants counsel that we all join in.
That we will have to the court by Tuesday as
Okay.
well.
Motions other than what has already been.
Let me get y'all in there right. I'm gonna get you right up in there. Hold
Motions
on.
other than what has already.
Okay. All right. All right. Turning to the state. Are there pending motions by the state that need a ruling?
They ain't
Thank
ready.
you,
I know
Your
they
Honor.
not
There
ready.
are, and we will have to the
They're
court
trying to railroad them folks.
before Tuesday of next week, as the court has made a deadline. There are responses to recent filings by
Okay.
some of the defendants that the state anticipates it will be making. And there are 2 anticipated motions in limine that we will have filed by Tuesday.
Okay.
Based on the court's earlier instruction today, there were matters that are more appropriately placed within a motion that we will have to the court by Tuesday as
Okay.
well. There are, and we will identify all of the ones that we believe exist. There are outstanding, there are rulings that have been made long ago by the court that may not have been reduced to writing. We are working towards identifying each of those, as well as putting into a chart for the court a list of the motions and rulings that have previously been entered.
That would be fantastic, because while y'all all know what the rulings were, I do not. So yeah, a chart and some further information would be great. That was on my list as well. Thank you.
Of course. And we also intend to address, we can do that in the context of a motion, or the court, if it is appropriate today, can address it. We would like to present to an exchange with counsel for each of the defendants what we believe and what we have kept a record of, all of the exhibits that have been tendered, ruled on, and admitted so far.
Okay.
If that is more appropriately addressed in a motion, I can do that, or if the court will permit us or schedule for us a deadline by which to exchange exhibit lists, because the state currently has an exhibit list that we believe is thorough.
Okay.
That includes the exhibits that have been tendered and admitted by both the state and each of the defendants.
Okay. And do you have that like with you and ready right now?
No, we want to present that to the court.
Okay.
We want to compare it with if the
See, she said it right away. Right away, she said it. You see it? She said it right away. You ready to present? Nope. You ready to present? Nope. She said it right away. She wasn't ready. Right away, she was not ready. She said it right away that she wasn't ready. I told y'all she wasn't ready. They ain't ready for the case because they had a biased judge that was on their hand. They had a biased judge that was on their hands working with them. If you was ready, they had blamed Brian Steele of not being ready, not being prepared. Y'all had told him he wasn't prepared in front of the jury. You can't do that as a judge, make a statement like that. But he made statements like that, call him unprepared. He prepared and ready. He ready to go now. The judge up there saying she not ready. She don't want to hear that, but the judge just asked her, was she ready to present that? She say no. But you say you not here to hear this today. That's what the judge said. This the first act, man. It might not be much, and many people might not caught it. She ain't want to hear what the defense was trying to bring about right now. She said she want to wait till a later day to do that. The same thing that Judge Glanville was doing. But when it comes to this defense, this DA, I call it DNA, but DA, attorney, her, she asked her if she ready to present it. Let me go back. I go back. We can go back a little bit.
Exhibit lists, because the state currently has an exhibit list that we believe is thorough.
Okay.
That includes the exhibits that have been tendered and admitted by both the state and each of the defendants.
See, you could get it by everybody else, but you can't get it by Stan. You ain't gonna get it by me. You can fool everybody. The system is full of shit. Excuse my language, everybody, but the system is full of crap.
Okay. And do you have that like with you and ready right now?
No, we want to present that to the court.
Okay.
We want to compare it with.
No. You heard her say it. She said no. We want to present that to because you don't have it. And then go on into it. I'm gonna play it on and watch what she asked for. She gonna ask for some more help for the court. Watch this.
If the defendants each have one, compare it with those. We want it to be as accurate as possible before we present it to the court.
Okay. So do y'all want to maybe, it sounds like outside of a proceeding, y'all all get together and do that? Or, I mean, if we want to all do it in court, that's fine, but it's not a bad idea.
I would have preferred that the court just ordered that each of us present to the other the exhibit list that we have to the extent that they do exist.
I would prefer that the court order for us to. I would prefer that the court order for us to. She want this help. She need help now on something. She needs help. Remember what happened to her? How she was so spicy when she was with Judge Glanville. She ain't so spicy now when there's a woman up there. I hope this judge do what she's supposed to do.
And that we then endeavor to iron out any differences or discrepancies. So that, for example, by next Wednesday, we each give to each other what exhibit lists that we have, not anticipated exhibits, but the ones that have already been admitted and ruled upon, because there have been moments where exhibits have been shown to a witness or spoken on, and the tendering party represented that the exhibit had already been admitted, and upon closer inspection, the exhibit had not been admitted.
Okay.
So we are asking for a date from the court.
Okay, so when can you have yours ready to dole out to everybody?
We can have ours ready by Tuesday if we can exchange them by Tuesday.
Okay. Is it, I assume everybody's been kind of tracking this. Could everybody have what you think is the state of the evidence by Tuesday?
I don't think that's going to be hard to do if it's okay.
I mean, frankly, whatever the court reporter has is what's accurate. So it might be that I could just get that list from the court reporter and give it out to all of y'all. And if there is that might be a better way to do it. And then if there is a discrepancy and anybody believes that's inaccurate, we can take it up. So why don't I talk to and we're going to be from now on, well, y'all have, but Ms. Parker is retiring in 1 week. I will have a new court reporter, and I know, the end of an era, but I'll have a new court reporter, Ms. Winfrey, who probably a lot of y'all know anyway, and she'll be moving forward. I'm going to ask Judge Glanville's court reporter to start working on transcripts because I'm going to need them, but we'll all need them at some point probably, because just
basically they're going to need transcript. So let's me get into something. I'll get right back with you all.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Just Fan Entertainment Show. On this show, we talk about a lot. We talk about the problems that's going on in the world. We also talk about positive things to be able to enrich the growth of the young individuals out here in the world. We also touch on different conversations, different subjects. I want to thank y'all for like, sharing, subscribing, and coming to the YouTube page, also at the Facebook page. You also can follow me on Just Fam Entertainment on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all over Just Fam Entertainment. And I thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have been real great to us. And like I said, you also can be able to tune in until we have the concession stand food trailer where we broadcast right in Memphis, Tennessee, the heart of Memphis, Tennessee. Y'all can tune in with me on there, and then we also can be able to just tune in to Stan's Detailing. We also had a mobile detailing service, and where we also detail cars, and we also pressure wash homes. You also can tune in and catch me as far as music recording, where Just Family Entertainment is not just a one-way show. We do multiple things as far as business-wise. We also teach the young upcoming entrepreneurs on business, production, and different things like that as far as with music. We record music, we do a lot of things, mix, masters, all type of things. And like I say, we do auto mechanic work. Like I say, it's basically giving back to the youth. So like I say, thank you for subscribing and being a good person to the channel, and tap back in.
Zaza on that beat, boo. Zaza, 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 Zaza on that beat, boo. Zaza. My mama is loving and caring, like other moms out there. My tizzy is loving, but don't get on her bad side. That would be bad for you. My uncle Stanley put me on this beat. My cousin Bad Bell, the oldest cousin. My cousin in the second oldest. She around with me. My cousin Mar, 1 age down, don't care. I fight, she fight, we all fight. We all got one another back. My cousin Junior, he a big boy. He the only boy. Got all the girls back. My baby sister, always plans to fight. Queen Tractor Girl, my baby sister. We all the 7 of us up. We got 16, 15, 13, 12, 10, 5, and 3. All of us, so don't play. Also, let me tell you something. Run up, get done up. We got hands, so don't play. If you want it, me and my family, me and my sisters moved away, and some girls tried me. Had to show them where I'm from. The M-Town, the South Side, the family crazy, don't play. Talk all you wanna talk, but when we get mad, don't say nothing. When you get dragged in the grass, honey, bad bell, quiet. But she beat up a boy, gave him a bloody nose, gave him a black eye. Whoever try us get beat up. Family all we got,
Yep. Y'all heard it's Zaza on the beat. Y'all know what's going on. It's Zaza on the beat. Yeah, we got more music coming with Zaza on the beat, man. I'm gonna have to get her over here to in the studio to be able to get her do her interview. She been asking for it, along with Queen, my daughter Jamari, a lot of more. They ready to drop this music. Yeah. But y'all see what's going on.
What it do, McBean? Yeah. Watch a Mac, young nigga hold these stick to the cold. I know some real nigga red from the phone. No cow through the front end back door. Said let then go call me too bold. Can't rob me, get a drug and unload. They do your hard on Mac Benzo. 14 years old, couldn't crack on the stove. 18 years old, put niggas on smoke. You know I'm the shit. Talking that shit, getting hitty and shit. Stop saying GDK, you ain't stepping on shit. No rip the beat, don't rip my shit. 6 point star, I'm chalking the 6 shot. Drive by, I'm flipping that bill. Let the whole flip going from S-Bash. Shoot the floor to get over too messy and shit. Damn, young nigga hold these stick to the cold. I know some real nigga red from the phone. No cow through the front end back door. Said let then go call me too bold. Can't rob me, get a drink and unload. They do your hard on Mac Benzo. 14 years old, couldn't crack on the stove. 18 years old, put niggas on smoke. Let's get the money, let's get the dollar. Let's go and flip it up. We gon' flip it up. Mac Ben, you understand? Jets fam, we gon' load it up. Rack it up for the city, you understand? Been up 50. Niggas say I ain't got it. Nigga be talking to me. Bitch, I been on 50. Flicking, stacking, and flipping that money. Gon' get in that paper. Paper like. Get in that money, they get in that paper. They stacking that paper like. Niggas been hating on me. Choppers and spit on the hating on me. I got them choppers on deck for them pussy niggas that been hating on me. City to city, we go and get it. Truckload, 50, we get it. I get it like. You understand with the money, you know what I'm studying the city. Never ever down a nail, nigga. My G is strong through the city. Them niggas, they know a nigga. They know what they know. City to city, just like the bird, man. Niggas swerve. You see like a bird, man. See, so when I ain't taking no chance. Gotta get them gone. Ain't taking no chance. Gotta see them song. Ain't taking no chance. Hey, you understand that be the night. Understand that be the night. Young nigga hold these stick to the cold. I know some real nigga red from the phone. No cow through the front end back door. Said let then go call me too bold. Can't rob me, get a drug and unload. They do your hard on Mac Benzo. 14 years old, couldn't crack on the stove. 18 years old, put niggas on smoke. I'm the type of nigga get you some money. Dick little bitch, put dick in the stomach. I'm so cool, they know how I'm coming. Run them blood so you know how I'm bumming. Try to rob me, I'm going like Tony. Wanna book Jet Fam, they talk about some numbers. Can't stand they playing, period. You play with Jet Fam, this shit gon' get serious. Yeah, this shit get a little bad. I'm the type of nigga that put up where your mama stay in the bay. Hop out with the shade. You the type of nigga beat the hoe at the store. I see y'all just sad. I'm the type of nigga keep it real in the field. Tell y'all, go take a bath. The next day, just laugh. Yeah. Young nigga hold these stick to the cold. I know some real nigga red from the phone. No cow through the front end.
Y'all know what's going on. Good promotion.
Early, get my hustle up. Consistent, staying rolling, gotta hustle up. Early, get my hustle up. I take these burgers, these Phillies, time to whip it up. Early, get my hustle up. Consistent, staying rolling, gotta hustle up. Early, get my hustle up. 60 to 80 pounds.
Man, it's been good, man. I so appreciate those who did tune in with me and sharing. Like I said, I'm new to this, man. It's something I always wanted to do. You know, someone trying to come out the shell with talking in front of the camera, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, I'm just basically just behind scenes with it's a lot of stuff that I'm about to do as far as get some pointers and some opinions on how I feel about some stuff. So, you know, from a different point of view. Like I said, I also had a program, the program I'm trying to start. Willing to learn, man. Like I said, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need those who, man, that want to be mentors, that have been through something, they can teach these kids something. These kids don't know nothing. They don't understand nothing coming from nobody that ain't been through nothing. They want to hear somebody that been through something. And that's what I have noticed. You know what I mean? Like I said, I made mistakes when I was young. So it's like this here. I can only, be a part of a solution or the problem? Which one? Would I want to fix it or let it continue to be what it be? So, like I said, man, I thank those who appreciated it and supported me through the ups and the downs. You know what I'm saying? It's been good. Tap back in.